probably need this probably need this. Let's see what it say. Hey you guys, I'm gonna turn this off because this is gonna be distracting me, and this I don't know. Let's turn this off. And I'll see if it worked over there. But hey girl, I was trying to go live. Y'all, I'm telling you, up until a few minutes ago, I was able to go live on well, since I ain't using my phone, let's take this and put it into the computer because I want y'all to hear me. Yeah. I'm talking about, so I don't know if my phone did an update or something like that, but I was able to go live on my Instagram platform with no worries, no issues. But all of a sudden, I don't have that capability today. But we ain't gonna let that get to me because listen, I'm showing up and showing out in this season, you guys. So maybe it was just for my YouTube family, but I was trying to go live on TikTok too because I want to work on 2 platforms. Y'all, let me put this on here because I ain't finna be holding the whole time. So I want to work on 2 platforms, which I thought was gonna be Instagram, but I can't go live on Instagram. I guess I can post on Instagram, but anyway, listen. Welcome to my live today, y'all. We're talking about from imposter syndrome to my comeback journey. Where I've been, you guys. First of all, if I can't assume that you know who I am. If you're new here, first of all, thank you so much for tuning in to this replay, or if you catch it live. I am Tamara J. I am a style coach. I am 45 and a half years old. So I help women over 40 like yourself that's navigating major life transitions. I help you live, lead, and dress like the woman God has designed you to be. I don't, I don't. So if you are a mother, a stay-at-home mom, and then and that's not now you are a single mother, and that's not the life that you planned. Maybe you were, you know, you going from a stay-at-home mom to a solopreneur. You became a caregiver, and your parent or whoever you have been caregiving for has transitioned. Now you trying to find your way back to your identity and what you should be doing, or whether you just want to dress confidently, show up as your best self. I am your girl. So, like I said, I am a style coach. I've been a style coach for over 25 years. So, I am a certified style coach and life coach. I am an empowerment speaker. I am the founder of Destiny Connect Hers. I am the host of the Cost to Rise talk show. So I have a lot going on, and that was one of the things that gave me imposter syndrome. So for the last 3 years, I have been a full-time caregiver for my mom, and I had made a lot of transition even before becoming a caregiver. So one of the ones was in 2017, I had gotten married. Matter of fact, on October 7th, which is my birthday, I had gotten married. Roughly about 18 months later, I was in a separation, and then 2019 I moved from Alabama to South Carolina, where I currently am now. Just picked up my life and moved because I was going through so much and I was looking for a change. Little did I know what I was going to be like a reawakening to who I was, for me to find my identity, because I really didn't know who I was. My whole life was playing around being a wife and a stay-at-home mom, but then that abruptly changed it. So I had this identity crisis. I didn't know who I was and what I was going to do. So during COVID, the Lord, and I also became a full-time caregiver at the same time. So imagine all these major life transitions happening at the same time, how much trauma, how much pain and stuff that I was experiencing, but I couldn't deal with it because I had to keep going, right? That's what we do as women. We got to keep going. And so Mind you, I'm going through separation. I done moved to several states over. From everything that always known, anything familiar, I had to move. Then I went to stay in an extended stay because we was trying to find housing. That wasn't something that I was used to. I was used to secured housing. I didn't have any secured housing. And my mom was diagnosed with dementia at the same time. All this was going on, so I had become a go from the daughter role to the mother role. So it was a lot that was happening. It was a major transition, like back to back to back. And so for the last 3 years, well, I started my let's talk about that. I started my business and the here in South Carolina, but it was I was a freelance makeup artist. I did makeup and stuff for the girls that were going to prom in high school from the town I was in. And again, I've been styling my whole. Well, I was more like a stylist versus a style coach, and so I started my style coaching company in 2021 during COVID, and in 2021, 2022, everything was going good. Around 2023, 2024, the Lord starts, we in 2025 now. So the Lord starts telling me, to focus more on my mother. So I was, for the last 3 years, that was my focus. She passed last year. So even coming into this year was a year of healing and again, another reawakening for myself. And I was like, trying to figure out how could, after being gone for so long, how could I come back and show up? And then I had experienced a lot. I learned a lot. I had more wisdom. I had more skill set that I could use inside of my business. And like I said, I'm a coach. Um, I'm a director, executive director of my the organization. I am a host. I'm a speaker. I'm a co-author of 2 books. I have a lot going on, and so I was like, all that stuff going on. How do I make it fit me, and so I can show up as my authentic self, so that my um tribe, my people, my sphere influence know me when they see me, and I'm talking directly to her because I'm not called to everybody, and I'm not, and I that's something I had to learn too. You're not called to everybody. You're not supposed to conform to um every person that just because you grab somebody's attention, that does not mean that they're your potential client, or that they are supposed to that you're supposed to work with them in some manner, or that they're called to your sphere of influence again. So that left me in a point where I'm like, okay, this year during resurrection, it was like a moment where I see it was a defining moment for me. It was like, if you don't do it now, you're never going to do it. So I had to go through some healing. I had to go through a lot. So with my community, we right now with this and connectors, all that stuff will be in the description if you need more information about. We were dealing with soul wounds and soul and healing and stuff like that. So during this time, I said, you know what, I'm gonna stand flat foot in my own framework. Everything that I teach my clients, all my coaching clients, my style coaching clients, I teach them and I saw them transform by the framework that the Lord has given me. And my framework is biblical um truths. And we take biblical truths and we extract it and we make it practical for the everyday woman. And so my framework is boss lifestyle. So boss is being a willing servant each and every day. So you have to serve yourself before you can serve others. So I teach that in a program. Didn't even know that. That's something that I learned, during these last 3 years. I was always serving everybody else. I was always taking care of everybody else. I was always making sure I encouraged everybody else. And then I said, okay, listen, this is what you need to do. You need to stand flat foot in your own framework and deal with your own self. Talk to yourself like you would talk to somebody else. Empower yourself just like you would empower somebody else. And do the things that you need to do. I had to get real and raw with myself. Like I was saying, I'm waiting on God. God, no, God did what he did when he created me. He created this thing for me to do. Then he created me according to Ephesians 2:10. He created me for his good works. Okay. So, and then I had to learn that I can't be like every other style coach. I was trying to, like, even in the last 3 years, I was showing up online, but I'm showing up not authentically me. I'm showing up the way that I saw others show up. I'm showing up, in this pressure versus just living in this unforced grace that God had already given me. I didn't even know it was available to me. So I felt like I had to be like this and be like that. So when I'm being like somebody else, that's the imposter syndrome. I'm not who God created me to be. So there's no authenticity, there's no clarity, there's no confidence there. So it looks like I'm all over the place. And so I know, like, I think my messaging wasn't clear, like who I was serving wasn't clear. It wasn't even clear to me. So I know it wasn't clear to my audience. So again, because I'm stylish, people will show up and they're gonna show up and support you, based on what you look like and what you're sharing and stuff like that. But just wasn't converting. And I was like, what's the missing key? And God was like, you're not being yourself, you're not being who I called you to be. I called you to be set apart, and you can't be your uniqueness is your superpower, which is your own identity. And so again, I teach this. I teach this to my women, and I see them their lives transform like they take off. And so I said, this year I'm going to stand flat foot in my own framework. At the at the end of the year, we're roughly in what, maybe 60 days into the end of the year. I ain't waiting to the next year to 2026 to show up as my best self or show up as the most sought after style coach in the world. Okay, worldwide, baby. We global. But I decided, like, okay, today is September the 19th. What a better way to start now? Like, if we wait on the perfect time to start, wait on the perfect circumstance to start. Like, I'm in another transition right now, but it's like, okay, I'm gonna just start listen. I don't know what's to come. I don't know what's on the other side. I don't know, but as I'm going into my future, I am still making strides to show up as a style coach, show up in my profession. I'm showing up in my mission, which is my ministry, which is the talk show and the organization. And my passion is my blog channel. I show up here on YouTube, but I'm just ready to operate in my gifts that the Lord has stewarded me, because I don't want Him to take my gifts from me. So I know that was a lot, but that's where we are. Yeah. So for the last 3 years, like I said, I've been hiding. I've been really made hiding. I've been hiding behind. My life does not look like the life that I planned. Again, I'm now divorced. I am now a single mother again. My oldest son, I am not an empty nester because I got one more, but the older son, we on different paths. My baby boy, he's about to be 17, so he's growing up. We looking to what he wants to do when he get ready to get out of school. It's just a lot. It's just been a lot. I just didn't see my life like this, and so it caused a lot of hurt and pain. But I had to say, Tamara, you have love yourself enough to evolve. The past is the past. It has happened. If anything that was meant to be, it would have been, but it's no longer that. So what are you going to do to move forward? How are you going to leave your past and move into your future? So in between is the messiness. So we in the messiness. So I think I'm about to create a series called In the Thick of the Mess, because that's your in between stage between not your past, not quite where you want to be, not your future self, but right now. So you have to make right now decisions and choices that will benefit your future. So I know that I'm well equipped, because I even had to take it to therapy. I had to tell my therapist, and we're still working on it, whatever. But I asked her, like, I'm ready to not hide anymore. I'm ready to not hide behind. And she was like, "Do you think it's a that you don't feel like it?" I was like, "No, I'm well capable. I'm capable. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. It's not me that's doing it in a way. God just wanted me to partner with me, and He does it through me. So I'm well equipped. I'm well qualified. I have a certification. I don't even need a certification. I'm ordained by God." And so that's enough. God chose me first. So I have to choose the path that He has chosen for me in order for me to have that purpose, have that joy, have that strength, have that fulfillment that I've been waiting on. I just been sitting around waiting on this perfect moment, perfect time. And I allow guilt and shame, like I said, because I'm not where I'm supposed to be. So I think. My life doesn't look like nothing that I planned it out to look. So I think. So yeah, shame and guilt and stuff, because like I said, I've lived in a student stay before. Then I had got an apartment, and so last year me and my son, we were homeless, not like on the streets or whatever, or sleeping in a car or anything, but we were hotel life for a while and house to house for a while. And I shared that it's on the vlog channel, so if you want to share that, look at that, go back and look at the videos there. I did share it there. um but it was just a lot of shame and guilt around it. It's like, how can I show up and help somebody get to the goals that they want when I'm still in transition? I'm still not quite where I want to be. And God was like, that's the best place that you can be, because you have a level of humbleness, a level of empathy, and you're walking through it with them. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm teaching and preaching from uh, superior state. I'm preaching from experience. I'm preaching and teaching from what I've learned in this time. I learned a lot. I've grown a lot. So just moving forward, that's what I want to do. I want to continually show up, which I am. Um, Share a bit of inspiration, share a bit of motivation here and there, and just operate in my framework, because again, I know it works. So yeah, I didn't want to be on here too long. I just wanted to share that with you guys, like where I am, just give you an update. And like I said, I'm so kind of thrown off because I did want to go live on Instagram, but I had put out a reel and said I was gonna go live on Instagram and here, so I'm quite sure the people are looking for me, but I don't even have the option to go live on Instagram anymore. And that's crazy because I had the option yesterday, or I think even this morning. I'm not sure because I hadn't picked up my phone this morning. But um, then TikTok, I try to go live on now. I don't know if I'm going to get my son to help me work on that, because I do want to have, long form content here, and I also want to have a space where can go um and share on short form content too, as well as I'm showing back up. But you guys, ways that you can stay connected with me is by subscribing to this YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, go ahead on and subscribe. Turn your post notifications on so you're notified if I go live or whenever I post a video. I think of a video, well, a vlog is going to go out later on today. um, and you can join my Patreon community. There's a free tier, and also there are other tiers if you need some support with your style, your leadership, or your confidence. There are tiers for that, but after this month, I'm gonna close it. We'll talk about that later. There'll be some other, but I am gonna close it. The tiers, but they're going the modules from there are 4 modules, so you'll have opportunity to buy all 4 modules or 1 module, but you can check it out. So when you join the Patreon free tier, you become a part of our boss mail email squad, and you will get weekly inspiration on the Patreon and on the email list if you sign up through Patreon. So that's the way you can join our email list, so you can get weekly updates and notifications about what's coming up, what's going on. Also, if you want to book a style direction call, because before you can work with me, any offers or services or anything that help us, a style direction call is necessary. It's 15 minutes, but I allot 30 minutes for us to go over my services, my offers, and to see if we are get fit for each other. And yeah, so all those links will be in the description, or you can send me a message or email. All that will be in the description as well. But yeah, I would love to help you work on your style or your leadership development, your personal development, your personal growth, because we work on the whole one. We don't just work on her wardrobe. We work on her mindset. There's some mindset shifts that need to happen. And rediscover your identity, because when you're going through all these trials and tribulations, these transitions, your identity gets distorted. You start again that partial syndrome. I know because I've been through it. It's like, who am I? Do I have any value for the world? Like, how can I show up as my best self when I'm going through all of this? Girl, you still can show up. Okay, that stuff does not define you. It actually positions you to be where you are and where you're headed. Like, you're gonna need these skill sets. You're gonna need these experiences, because I know I always say lessons. I always say it's feedback. It but it's not no mistakes. We don't make God don't make no mistakes, babe. When He made us, He said it is good. So we good. We just gotta show up, continue to show up as our best selves. And again, I'm as your style coach, I hold you accountable. I reassure you, I walk with you, I walk alongside you, to let you know that where you are is not where you will always be. But if you choose to stay there, that's where you'll be. But you can choose to lean into the greatness that's within you, that God deposited in you, and you can become your higher self. Like, it's one step at a time, one day at a time. You got to create some discipline, self-control. You got to, do that mindset shift. And just community, get in community. Like, come show up at these videos that I post. Look at the videos that I post. Join my Patreon community, which is my Boss Lifestyles Academy. All that stuff will be in the description as well. So yeah, I encourage you to join, stay connected. There's some good stuff over here. All right, you guys. No, vlog will be out today. But yeah, thank you so much for showing up with me on my comeback series, because I am back. Like, I'm back taking clients. Um and it's up from here. I'm excited for what's happening. Like, I'm not waiting to the new year. Again, we wait on these perfect opportunities. What if it never comes? Then what? All right. See you next time. Stay healthy, stay stylish. I was about to say something else, girl, but stay healthy and stay stylish. Okay. All right, women.